Hello everybody, my name is Sirhc and welcome back to the NightOwl server. I've been working at my house a little bit. You probably can't really tell the change, but that is different. Maybe you can if you've seen this. Before, like that box there that's not quite finished, it doesn't have a wall on that side. That was not there. It was just that back box, and then that whole thing was just roof. And so I've been struggling with this build. I've been struggling. Like, I really like it. I like the modern feel. I'm kind of torn because, you know, it doesn't match the rustic theme that we've been going with. I've tried to use the same color themes and tried to use lots of wood and stone to make it to kind of make it match the theme a little bit, but still be a modern house. So I've been kind of torn with, you know, the idea of, I've been kind of throwing around the idea of maybe even tearing it down, starting over. I'd love to build a rustic house, but I also don't want to give up on this. So I think we're going to stay with this. And now that I've fixed the upstairs space, and I like this a lot better. Before, one of the big problems is that these two houses didn't really go as well together, because that one you had like this big flat room and then like a little box on top, and it looked too flat. It didn't match the kind of shape and the form of this building. But now that I've kind of fixed that space, I think it's just fixed a lot of issues, and I like it a lot better. Oh yeah, I brought an ender pearl. We don't have very many of these. We haven't gotten to the end yet, but who cares? Ender pearls they're not that hard to get, are they? So here we are back at our base. Hey, no, don't knock me off. So of course, I've been working a little bit on the inside of this place as well, which is really, it's coming together, and it's starting to feel a lot better than it used to. I put some chests here for crafting stuff, my normal crafting setup with all the supplies that I need. And then I have like some shelves going on. I have this weird shelf thing in the middle. I don't know if it's going to stay exactly like that, but I kind of like the idea. We got a coffee table. Hey, Chad. We got a coffee table, and there's like glass and water, which makes it look kind of cool. Little coffee mugs. I think that turned out really cool. I got rid of the birch. I used to have birch table, and those doors were birch, and I originally was playing around with birch for the coffee table, but I just realized that it was too contrasting. I didn't like it sticking out like that, so I got rid of the birch, replaced it with spruce. I think that looks a lot better. And then, of course, we had the upstairs. It used to just be this room, but now it kind of goes down to this room as well. And then we have a much smaller roof outside place. It also, it makes this less weird. Because before, this stuck out a lot, and it's kind of a weird feature. You know, I wanted to have the stairway enclosed, but also not really enclosed. So I didn't entirely like this, but I think this extra addition kind of covers it up a bit, takes away from it, and makes it look a lot better. But the big problem still is that I don't know what to put up here. I have no ideas. I have everything already out. I got my brewing over here. I got my kitchen for my food storage and for smelting. I have a crafting area here. I have my enchanting area over here. And there's supposed to be an anvil for repairing. And I have my bedroom up here for my bed and for storing like special items. Although I think I need more chests here for storage. But like all my needs are kind of taken care of. So whatever goes up here is probably just going to be aesthetic. I do want to get a pet guardian eventually. So, you know, I'm still probably going to put him up here somehow. But before I didn't know what to do with this space, and now I just added extra space, and I don't have a lot of ideas. So if you have any ideas of what to put in this house, any types of rooms, I could split this up even more too. It doesn't need to be like a big open space. If you have any ideas, you know, shoot them at me. I would love to hear them, because I am not entirely sure. So, anyways, I think we're going to head to spawn. I've recently started quite a few projects, or at least a couple more, and I have a lot going on my plate. So maybe we'll head to spawn and kind of check out what I've been working on recently. So in addition to the village and the iron tower and my house, I have recently started this thing right here. We will head down here. Tiger's actually been working on a mob farm back that way on a big mountain past the taiga and the dark oak forest. And I kind of helped him out with we're going to do the redstone, and we need lots of slime blocks. So I'm going to be helping him with that. And then I also came down here and I dug out this big chunk. I was really hoping there'd be a slime here. We have 4 slime chunks here. That's what this whole area is, right underneath spawn. So I got 1 layer dug out. This is going to be the bottom layer. I still need to dig out a trench around it. I need to dig this like 3 blocks down. I'm going to do basically the same thing that I did on my single player world on underground. I won't probably have as many spawning platforms on there. I have like 8 or something. I'm thinking on here maybe, I mean like 3 or 4 probably at the max. So I got this layer dug out. I wish there was more slimes. Every once in a while I come down here and there's a slime here. So you can kill them and get a few slime balls at least. There's a swamp nearby over towards the savannah that Micro and Kami are working at. But that swamp is really bad. Like there's a lot of water, there's a lot of hills, lots of trees. And I'm not entirely sure if they have plans for it yet, and I don't want to go through and just kind of like clear it out and flatten it out for better slime spawns. So hopefully this will work out a little bit nicer. And then another thing that I've been working on, Tiger and I started this the other day. It's right down here in the community mine. Finally, we have a nice working spawner. We have a zombie spawner up there that we have gotten working, but it doesn't look very nice. But down here, we actually have like a completed, nice looking spawner. Not quite completed. We're gonna try and finish this up today. It is a skeleton spawner. And Tiger and I came down here and worked on this the other day off camera. Got it all laid out, and I think we spent a lot of time doing the design for the inside of there. It looks really nice when it's lit up. Right now you can't entirely see everything, but we put a lot of attention to detail in there. In fact, probably more detail than we actually have out here, which is kind of funny. But yeah, so this is our skeleton farm. They fall down there, get pushed. There's a water tower right here that sends them up, and then they drop down here. I have my system where you can switch it between XP like this, or you can open it up and they fall down onto hoppers and die. When you close it, it also crushes, so if any of them survive, they get crushed, which is pretty nice. And then I have hoppers running all the way underneath here. Maybe we can get back there and check it out. There's a lot of redstone going on back here. But we have arrows getting separated out over to these chests. We have bones getting separated out over to these chests. And the way I do that is we have the hoppers come through underneath, go into the dropper elevator right here. And this just uses a comparator clock and brings a signal up with the slabs. And then it brings it up to this chest. Then it pours out. Bones get pulled out here. Arrows get pulled out here, and those go to the chests that are behind that wood. And then there's chests back here behind this wood. And then anything that isn't bones or arrows gets sent over to this dropper, which has a cactus below it, and it just throws it all away because we don't need all those bones and armor. Not really necessary. So that is that system. Also, I have a hopper right there, and what that allows you to do is if you have something that you don't want, like the spider eye, you can throw it away, it'll go up the dropper and over to the trash can. So it's kind of a little trash can right there. But let's see, let's just kill you guys. I don't want you here. Goodbye. There we go. Let's throw those in there. All right. So we have all these bones here. And one thing I want to do here, since we have the bones, is I want to put in a mini farm, a bone meal farm. So we're going to do that. Let me get make sure I have all the supplies. All right, so we're going to do something different than what I normally do. I did have one farm that I used a lot on like the last map, but it was very big. It was bulky. There was redstone visible, and so it maybe wasn't the best design. So we're gonna do something different. This is actually, it's very similar to Etho's new design. He did it on the Minecraft server this season. First of all, the bud switch that I used to use was much bigger than this because we didn't have slime blocks when I first made that farm. So this is a lot better than that. And then also, I'm going to just run the wire to the droppers a little bit differently than what I have done. I think we need to dig this back a little bit farther. So we're gonna make sure that the redstone stays nice and out of the way. So let's do this, and then we got to bring the redstone down here, and we will bring it down to here, and then power it that way. Power the dropper. Last time I had blocks going around here, kind of like this, and I had the redstone going around the outside, and that's how I powered it. So we're going to try and power it from like underneath this time. This is pretty much exactly like what Etho did, just a little bit different. So let's see, it goes something like that. Actually, I want to put it on the andesite just because. So it's gonna go like that, and then how did I do this? And then there was a block here, so this actually gets dropped down. That's right, this gets dropped down, and then this goes up here like that, and then that goes there. That should work. Oh, redstone. How convenient. Nice. And then we're gonna power a block under there. So this will just go like that. There we go. So we have this bud switch here. The redstone powers the piston from above, but it doesn't actually power it until it gets, or it doesn't realize that it's powered until it gets updated. And then it resets itself automatically. And we have a pumpkin here, a jack-o'-lantern, so that the power doesn't, or so that the slime block doesn't stick to the pumpkin. And then we carry the signal down to this dropper into this block. And then on this side we carry it down, we bring it under here into that block, and then we bring it around and into this block. And now we just need to power the piston, which we will do. Let's see, we need to get rid of that. No, not that. We need to do this, yeah. So I think, how can I do this? I need to get a repeater under here, set to 2 ticks so that the timing is correct. And then we'll put andesite and that there. I'll just fill that up with andesite. Alright, so that should be everything. So that repeater sends the power into here, and then that powers the piston, which makes the block of dirt pop up. Oh, I can't get out. Okay, let's just fill this all in with andesite. And then we need a water source. So I think we could just get away with sticking it right there, actually. So we got bucket, and that'll keep the soil hydrated so that it doesn't... so we only have to till it once. I got a diamond hoe. Very good. Alright. So that should all be good. Do I have... I got stone there. Maybe we'll replace that stone. Just because you can sort of see it. I mean, it's the same color and you probably can't tell anyways. There's one problem with this this design. I'm not sure why it does it actually. But if you update like this block, actually that's not what I want. Yeah, if you do that, if you update like right next to the piston, it doesn't work. It like kind of gets itself stuck. I'm not sure why that happens, but it does. But the weird thing is that I probably don't have seeds, do I? I didn't bring seeds. Oh my goodness. Alright, so I was gonna say the weird thing is that if I update it here with the crops, it for some reason doesn't mess up. I don't know why, but it doesn't, so that's very good. So it's, if I update it there, no, that's wrong. But if I update it there, that messes it up, and I gotta like reset it. But if I update it here, it's fine. But as you can see, this thing works quite nicely. It's a little bit, I think it's a little bit faster than my last design. My other design, the bud switch is a bit faster. I'm not 100% sure. At least on multiplayer servers, this actually seems a little bit slower. On single player, it's really fast. It's like instantaneous. But we got some bone meal in here. So that's all working nicely. So now, I don't have enough hoppers, but I'll have to just make some. But I'm going to get some hoppers in here for storage and some chests, and then I'm just going to kind of clean this up. Alright, so I think the skeleton farm is pretty much all done unless someone wants to come and make some changes. I didn't finish this tunnel like all the way down to the community mine. Hi there. But I did kind of make a little bit of a tunnel here. Basically because we have some farm things that I wanted to put here. Some nether wart for potions and also some melons for potions. If we go right in here, this is what the farm looks like. We got some stuff in here. Let's see. Bone meal can go into these chests. This chest feeds into that dispenser. This chest feeds into that dispenser. And then these two feed into this hopper and then into this dispenser. And so you can grab whatever you want, bone meal. And works fantastic. Quite nicely. I like it. So we got some storage there for the farm. I had to have some furnaces here so that it doesn't stick, the slime block doesn't stick to anything. We have all that, which we had. We have a potion brewing thing now. So we can brew some splash potions of healing, which we can use on the skeletons. And then I have water source for filling up water bottles. Chest for potion ingredients. And then this is for water bottles, and that's where you can put your ingredients for actually brewing something. And then I just added a little bit of storage over here as well for whatever. I don't know what exactly, but yeah, I like it. I like it. It's pretty nice. I don't know about the lighting yet. We had slabs here so that we could kind of keep it dark in there without having to worry about monsters spawning in here. So really we could get rid of that. And then I have those pumpkins back behind the slime block, so that's kind of keeping this area lit quite nicely. So really, we probably don't even need any of this lighting, except for maybe on here. What is the light? Oh no, because I have a torch. I actually put a torch up in the tunnel a little bit. Oh, stop shooting each other. Jerks. Go away. But yeah, so I'm pretty proud of it. Tiger and I did a good job here. Oh, I suppose we can put some lapis in here. That's a good thing to have for the enchanting. But yeah. So I thought we'd finish off the episode over here in the Lon Village, and we had a bit of a problem recently. We got quite a few villagers back, but I did have a siege come through here, and the other day, that was not too good. If you don't know what sieges are, basically at midnight every night, there's a 10% chance that a village could just spawn a group of zombies, and it starts at midnight, but if that village is selected, I believe it goes until dawn. So it might not happen at midnight, but it could happen anytime between midnight and dawn. And if a player is within, I think they need to be within the village. 'Cause I think it said you need to be within like the village radius plus 1 blocks or something like that. For the zombies to, or for the siege to happen. So I'm not sure if that means that like if you were away from the village and like it came and checked the village and like the 10% chance, you know, it was gonna start trying to do a siege, and then if you came like during the night, if it would do the siege like once you got within range. I'm not sure. But anyways, the other day, yeah, I was AFK here, or I was kind of sitting around here doing stuff, and I had to quick like go to the bathroom or something, and I came back and there were villagers. I was dead, or there were zombies. I was dead. I had a toolsmith locked away with efficiency 3 and breaking 3 pick for like 12 emeralds, which is the lowest price for a enchanted pick, and he died. And it was very sad. And we lost all of our farmers too, but now as you can see we got tons and tons of brown coats. Like all we had left before were leather workers, which we still have quite a few of. I think those guys are all gonna go up to the tower. So I've been kind of sitting here. I had to trade with them a whole bunch since we didn't have any farmers, feed them potatoes and such, but we got them back, and I've got a few of them kind of locked away. I got these librarians. This guy's got an infinity book for 6 emeralds, which I think the lowest is 5 emeralds for an enchanted book. So that's pretty good for infinity. This guy has looting 3 for 12 emeralds. Not too bad of a price. And he also has the lowest paper trade, 24, which is nice. I think, yeah, it's always 2 written books, isn't it? So that's good. And then this guy has, well, he has efficiency 3 for 37. Is that the good one? No, he has silk touch for 13. That's right. So he's got silk. We've got silk touch. We've got looting 3, and we have infinity, which is pretty nice. And yeah, this house, this building is gonna be the library. I'm gonna probably separate these librarians out a bit, kind of have them in their own stalls eventually. Then we have the church here, and we got 2 clerics here. 36 is the lowest rotten flesh, so that's pretty good. I haven't actually unlocked any of the other trades. And then this one, I don't know why. I think I just put him away because he had 37 and his other trades weren't too bad. Like they were all right. I don't know exactly what the maxes and stuff are. We got another, yeah, this guy's bad. He's probably gonna go to the tower. Oh, we got another one here. Nope, he's bad. I think 40 is the max rotten flesh trade, so that's not good. Got leather worker. We got an armorer here with a protection 2 on breaking 3 chest plate for 19 emeralds. We got another armorer here with protection or unbreaking 2. He might go away. I just put him away. I think I got this guy before I had him, so he might not make the cut anymore. And then we have a toolsmith, which I haven't unlocked yet, but I put him away because he's a toolsmith, and I like toolsmiths. Actually, maybe I didn't put him away. You know, these counters, like the baby villagers, can jump in there, so it's possible he jumped in there while he was a baby and then grew up. Not entirely sure. We got some fishermen, another fisherman there. Got some librarians, some other ones. leather worker again. We got a shepherd. Look at all these guys. And most of these are leather workers. We have, what are you? Are you a farmer? I know we have a couple of farmers with some decent trades. But yeah, so the village, it's getting back. And, you know, we have plenty of doors. As long as we don't lose all of our villagers, we should be fine. We should be able to recover. And, you know, I want to make sure that, like, these stalls are pretty much safe from zombies if we do get a siege. So that even if we lose villagers, we don't lose the good ones that we put away. But one thing also I want to do, for some reason this village has not spawned any iron golems yet. Even before when we had like over 30 villagers, which is really strange. Like, I mean, it's a valid village. We got enough doors. We got, what am I doing? We got enough doors. We got enough villagers. So I don't know what's going on there, but we're going to take matters into our own hands and spawn our own iron golems. Hopefully they can kind of help out just in case there is a siege. And I guess the biggest thing is just you want to be careful if you're AFKing in a village. You know, you don't really want to AFK. It's okay to just sit around and wait, but make sure you're at least keeping an ear out for zombie groans and door breaking sounds. But yeah, so I think that's about it. That's all I really wanted to talk about. I'm gonna keep working here, trying to separate out the good villagers, separate out like all these leather workers and other bad villagers like these clerics, and start making a track up to the tower so we can fill that thing. But I hope you have enjoyed. I'll see you next time. Goodbye, peoples.